The last time I went out on a chopper, the front brake started grabbing a bit, which was a bit unnerving really, so I decided to overhaul the front brake system. As you can see, the caliper is recessed into the fork, which means it's solidly mounted into the fork, and you've got to take the front wheel off basically to take the caliper off. So I'll skip this because the point of the video is the state and what the hydraulic system looks like on a 4-piston fixed caliper. This is the chop, the video covering servicing the caliper itself. It was difficult because the Arlen Ness caliper, and I haven't got any spares for it. But to start with, we'll dismantle it. So as you can see, there's 4 mounting clamping bolts, and there's 4 cylinders. Well, this is my method of removing the cylinders, is that I put something in to stop the cylinders going the maximum distance out, because one will come out and the other one might stay in. So when I use compressed air, I use this on my car calipers as well, and it's very effective. You can see they're out and grip the piece of 8th ply. Now I want something thinner to put in to get them out further. Well, what I'll resort to is a steel rule in this case, simply because it fits. The reason for covering it with the paper towel is that to stop brake fluid or over the paintwork of the bike. Yeah, as you can see, they're out to their maximum, absolute maximum now. So at this point I can disassemble the caliper. This is just simply a Milwaukee nut driver. They're pretty handy, because normally I'll be using a butterfly wrench on it, compressed air. But I'm using this. I rather like this. It isn't a tool I think I would have bought, but it's very good. With the 4 screws released, I can split the caliper, and there's 2 O-rings on the fluid transfer port, so to be saved. Now the thing is, this is important now, is that I want all these pistons to go back in the same bore, and I want the seals to go back into the same cylinder as well. So the best way to do that is to mark it out on some paper. Getting the actual cylinders out is straightforward now. There is some crud in the cylinders, but it's free, it's moving. But before doing much else, I want to arrange these on a piece of paper so I don't get them mixed up when they go back. And here it is. I've used a page of paper, and I've put little inserts into each piston so that to denote the position of them. And these pistons are almost out, but what I'm using here, I'm not levering with the edge of the screwdriver, although it might look like that. What I'm doing is I'm using the plastic part of the shaft, the plastic covered part of the shaft, as a kind of a gripping lever, and just to get it out the last couple of millimeters. That central bolt that's sticking out is handy in this case to use that method. If that didn't exist, and that ever bit stuck, then I'd actually use something gripping inside the cylinder rather than gripping outside the cylinder. But we'll move on. And now this is a load of crud inside the cylinder which needs a thorough clean out, basically.
Okay, right.
To in the assembly process, I use vegetable grease. It's the red vegetable grease, and it's okay in contact with the rubbers as well as the brake fluid. It's okay, and I put it on the O-rings as well.
this one. Okay, right. Okay, right.
I've assembled the front wheel, and the caliper is back, obviously back in the forks, and I've assembled the wheel. It's just a point of interest. You would tighten up the axle bolt until you've got a free spinning wheel but with no play, and then you do the clamp bolts up. So that's fine. With everything back into position, I've obviously the hydraulic pipe from the master cylinder to the caliper is undone, and we need to have a look because of the crud that was inside the caliper cylinders. I want to see what's inside the master cylinder. This is the lid is attached with 2 screws from underneath. But, I've removed the screws and just about to lift the lid now. And as you can see, there's some pretty grotty stuff. It's actually corrosion, and I don't know, it's almost like a crystalline nature of, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the brake fluid reacted with the chrome or the aluminium or something. I really don't know. It's like a gel, a crystalline gel sort of thing. I mean, this hasn't been touched since, I would say, 2005. I've had it since, 2015, and this is the first time I've opened this up. But I don't think it's a case of simply old fluid. I think some reaction has taken place there as well. So anyway, that was the point of the video, and I won't show you. Just that I flushed it out through, put fresh fluid in, and it's perfect now.